Good morning, friends. So today we'll talk about big beautiful bill and this financial fraud which recently happened in India, done by Jane Street Company. So what is this all about? And we will understand this in very brief, right? So now first talk about big beautiful bill. It has recently passed from US Congress, passed in US Congress and signed by US President Donald Trump, right? So, what are the things present in this bill, and mainly why Elon Musk is very pissed off about this bill, right? So, we'll talk about this. So, what's inside this bill? So, this bill gives tax cuts, huge tax cuts to big corporations, to big businesses, basically. Means the richer people will get more, will become more rich, right? One more thing which is there in this bill is now the workers who get tips, like जब हम restaurants में जाते हैं, there are people ना waiter whom you give tips, right? So they can avoid paying tax on these tips up to $25,000 per year. So this has given in this bill. Now this bill is more focuses on defense sector. They are spending more in defense and all these equipments, right? मतलब country security is most priority for them right now. And one more thing which is there, yes, so they are reducing government spending on food and healthcare sector, which can probably negatively impact the poor or lower middle income groups or middle income groups in US. And the very crucial thing, very important uh, thing which is inside this bill is that this bill is focusing, or this bill has reduced, or you can say has uh, cancelled the um, subsidies which they were usually earlier they were providing subsidies for clean energy, clean energy or green energy. So they were reducing these subsidies. Means they, US President Donald Trump is more focusing on fossil fuels rather than this green energy or environmental things. And this is the thing which is very pissed off for Elon Musk, because Elon Musk is running ecospace, something like that. Then Tesla, we all know, you know, so Tesla is basically works on electrics, not your petrol and all, right? But government is not giving enough subsidies to these companies. So this is the main reason why Elon Musk is so angry about this bill, because their whole business is based on these subsidies, and he promotes this sustainable environment thing, you know, and he focuses more on sustainable tech, sustainable development, how we can environment friend, how we can manage to uh, grow ourselves by taking the view of environment into the picture, right? To protect the environment. But US president is completely against it, as we are seeing right now. So it can definitely impact the EV sector, and those sustainable sectors in US. So that's why people are uh, opposing this big beautiful bill, right? So now how will this impact Indian markets? So one thing which I was thinking that uh, because of huge tax cuts and high spending in US, definitely the interest rates will go high. And when interest rate will go up in US, then definitely the outflow of FIIs will occur from Indian market. from Indian market, FIs may go out and invest in US, because now they will get much good return in US, as interest rate if rise in America, due to this tax cuts and um, the high spending which is going on in US. Now talk about Jane Street and how they scam Indian retailers. It's a, we can say it's a financial fraud. So what is this all about? Jane Street scam. So Jane Street is a trading company, a US based trading company, and in 2023 the revenue of Jane Street was around $20 billion. $20 billion means your 1,70,000 crore. 1,70,000 crore revenue which they had in 2023. So this is a US based trading company who do quant based trading or automated trading, and they entered into Indian market in 2020, and with the name with the strategy which they had in their mind is India strategy, which they were using to trade into Indian stock market. So what has happened, let me explain you. So what they did, what they usually do is, when in the morning, when 9:15, when market opens, they started buying index futures, you know, in cash or in futures. They started buying index, and because of that index started rising. And when index started rising, so the all the retailers think that it will go up, and it won't come down, right? It will go up and it won't come down, and because of that they started selling put options. To understand this, we need to first understand what is call option and what is put option. So call option is basically when you have bullish view in the market, you purchase call options. Call options means if the price goes up, then you will get the benefit, right? And put options means you have a contrarian view towards the market, means if prices go down, then you will earn the profit, right? And when you sell the put options, means you are assuming the market to go up and it will not come down, and you assume this, and that's why you sell put options. And in FNO, majority of the people who earns money, they earn money by selling the options. So when index started rising, because Jane Street started purchasing index at a very higher rates, so the prices will definitely go up. And so the retail investor thought that prices are rising and it will not come back, and or it will not fall, and a certain fall will not happen. So what retail investors was doing, they were selling the put options, and secretly the Jane Street, secretly they were purchasing all those put options at a very cheaper rate, because market was thinking, or retail investor was thinking, that marketing is going very high, so it will continue to go high, in that day. But Jane Street knew this thing, that because they are the people who are purchasing the futures, right? So they knew that they are gonna dump the market, at the time of expiry they are gonna dump the market, and market will definitely fall, index will definitely fall. They will not allow the market to go up, so they were purchasing all those put options at a very cheaper rate, right? Purchasing put option means you have a view that market will go down and you will earn the profit, right? So this is the game what they played. They first invest in index to hype up the price, to increase the price, and side by side they were purchasing they were purchasing the put options, and at the end of the day, at the end of the expiry, what they did, they just sell off all those positions, or square off all those positions which they made in the morning. By the end of the day, they sell off all those index which they had bought, and due to which markets suddenly fall very much, and due to which the retailers now they are trapped because they sold those put options in the view that market will go up, but now market has suddenly fallen so much. So now Jane Street make some loss in index in cash market, but they made a huge profit, around 100x profit in options market. So this is the whole thing which had happened in stock market. This is a scam which they did. Now, how SEBI got to know about this? By the way, they didn't got to know about this. This is a US based company. Jane Street is a US based company. So there's one more company called Millennium or Millennia something, who is a rival company of Jane Street, who is, you can say, a competitor of Jane Street. So what Millennia did, Millennia poached some workers or some employees from Jane Street. So when the employees came to Millennia, so they revealed the strategy which that in India strategy which I talked about. So they uh, tell about India strategy which Jane Street was using. Jane Street is using in for trading in Indian market. So they revealed this plan to Millennia, the rival company. Now, as a rival, what they did, they sued the company. They sued the Jane Street company, and from that thing, SEBI got to know about this. Then SEBI started reading their 3 years data, and they published a 172 page ka document in which they stated that how Jane Street is functioning, and now recently SEBI has blocked their profits, around 4,800 crore profits they had blocked, and now देखते हैं what comes up further, you know. But definitely all these things reduces the trust of Indian retailers into the market.